Okay, so hi, this is Terry back with you. I'm again with Dave and Carly, and we have some more tips for you when doing virtual interviews. So who wants to start?
Carly, you start this time.
I'll start this time. So you might have seen the fun little clip of Dave trying to get his camera set up on his computer, and then he was picking up his phone to try to get that to work. We had some not so nice props in the background. So we want to talk a little bit first about the technology that you're going to be using for a virtual interview and making sure that all of that is set up and ready. So for me, I'm using my computer, my laptop computer. I want to make sure that's charged. And then I'm actually using, Dave calls them my earrings, but AirPod or the wireless headphones, it's easier for me to hear that way. So you want to make sure everything is charged. You have to make sure that my AirPods are connected now to my computer versus my cell phone so that I can hear what the interviewer is saying, and that your accounts are made for whatever platform it is you're using. We're using Zoom. So I know the first time I went on Zoom, I made my account on my computer at work. So when we came to do it like this, when we were at home, I didn't have it downloaded to my computer or anything like that. So you want to make sure all of your technology is charged, ready to go, and accounts are made, and any platform software is downloaded that needs to be downloaded.
And you know, Carly, it's really easy to forget that in the excitement, right? We said, hey, you got an interview at 10 o'clock today, and you're jazzed up for the interview. And one, we're not used to virtual interviews, I don't think yet, as a rule of thumb. And two, in the excitement, you can forget those little details. And there's nothing worse than at 9:50 go, oh my gosh, I have to make sure my Zoom account or my Google account, like I was saying earlier in an earlier video, I do a radio show, and we've been doing it on Google Hangout. Well, the reason we didn't do one for a week is because I couldn't figure out how to get my Google account back open, because we had set up our original account on our landline to get our codes, right? And well, every code now is sent out via text. But I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that when I set the account up way back when. And so had I had a Google Hangout interview, which is certainly a possibility, I'd have had to postpone it. Think about that. Because of technology, I would have had to postpone an interview.
And how about the first time we used Zoom, Dave? Remember you were at work and you don't have a camera at work?
Yeah.
So I sat here with my phone like this, and Dave FaceTimed me so that we could all still see and hear each other because you didn't have the technology. So think about being an interviewer and you're sitting there staring at a blank screen while someone's talking to you and answering interview questions. That could be distracting for, I would say, someone interviewing you. They can't see you.
Well, I was going to say that was really entertaining because Dave had her cell phone with Dave on the front of it.
Yeah.
Sitting on her
propped up on my cup.
Her cup.
And I was taking drinks with my cup. Yeah, out of my cup. It was, yeah.
Dave,
yeah.
Dave looked like a boy.
Is what a theme? Picking on you?
Yeah, Dave's technology might be a theme in these videos. Dave's technology. And you know, Dave feels like he's got a pretty decent handle on technology. So think about that. Because I do a lot of stuff, you know, working out of the home and whatever. So I think I kind of have some of this stuff figured out. And at the last minute, to find out that you don't, I mean, it's frustrating. It's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. You have to try to figure out a way to get it accomplished because you don't want to be the reason, right? I don't want to be the reason we can't have a video conference because I'm not prepared. And yet, if I'm not thinking ahead, I'm going to find myself in that situation at the last minute.
Right.
So
absolutely.
Make sure that our technology is updated, especially in this kind of a world and, you know, moving forward. Speaking of which, Dave, is that a boombox behind you?
It is. It's a really good one. It's wireless. It floats.
Oh, that's a nice boombox. Okay.
It is.
Okay, all right.
But that does kind of distracting in the background. So there's a couple other pieces of technology that I want to run past you, and it has a lot to do with the camera, right? Because I did have an interview with somebody who we were talking on FaceTime, right? and their camera sat like that because, well, it was on the table, right? It was someplace steady, and I had a view of their ceiling the entire interview. So not just with technology, but being aware of your technology. So great, you got on, but the fact that it was distracting all over, and we're going to do another little distracting exercise with technology, and that is, man, I'm a walker when I talk, right? And I'm excited about this interview, so I'm wandering around the house, and I'm talking about different things, and my background is changing all the time. I'm using technology, right? But I'm not using it right. I'm not using it correctly. And so the fact that I'm caught up on technology, that's fantastic and everything, but I don't know how to use it, right? So you have to be not just aware of your technology, but you have to be prepared and understand how to use it. And I'm going to sit down now.
Dave got his workout in for today.
Right, got my
Good job,
steps.
Dave.
Okay, so anything else you can think of while we're on technology?
I think we got
Boy.
most of it.
Yeah, I think we covered it. Know what you're doing. Be prepared for it ahead of time. Don't be surprised by not knowing that you don't have a camera. Goodness gracious, good luck trying to find a camera right now, by the way. So if you interview on next Monday, you're already out of luck because there's not a camera in Duluth to be had.
Yep.
And so you need to be prepared for this sort of thing.
You're going to want to be calling your friends. If
Yeah, you have to figure it out.
Figure out, yeah. Okay, this has been a lot of fun, and we'll be back with you with another topic. Thanks for joining us.